Hey, Andy Grant here. It is January 28th, 2017, and I'm doing one of those before and after videos, which I like to do whenever I'm going to do something that's different or unique, or I perhaps can't even explain it. And I'm really excited about what's happening today. Today, I'm visiting the Modern Mystery School in Boston, and I'm going to do a Galactic Activation. And I don't know what that is. But it's 2 days long, so it's gonna be intense and cool and bizarre and, God knows what. But that's why I wanted to do this video. I'm extra excited about this because today is the 1 year anniversary of my life activation, and that was my first introduction to have an experience with the Modern Mystery School. And I've since last March I got initiated into the Mystery School, and I've taken lots of different classes here. But this is the next big, experience to have. So again, it's Galactic Activation. I've intentionally not read all the details about it because I kind of like to go into these without any expectations, without really knowing what's supposed to happen, so that I can just kind of let go and allow whatever wants to happen for me as opposed to anyone else. But I'll give a report at the end of today and at the end of the second day, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if I become chairman of the galaxy or something. I don't know. But like I said, I'm psyched. Today's the Lunar New Year. Today's the first. It's the Chinese New Year as well. It's the rooster, or the rooster on fire, crooked rooster, fired up rooster. I don't know. I feel kind of like a fired up rooster. That's maybe that's it. I think I'll dub it the year of the fired up rooster. But again, stay tuned and prepare to be activated. So it's 9 hours later. I'm not sure what happened. I feel very different. I mean, lots of cool things happened. I have no words for any of them. Oh. So this is the end of day one, and the Galactic Activation actually happened this evening. Wow. I feel like I'm underwater and weightless, but none of that's quite right. Until just a few minutes ago, it felt like all my bones, my entire skeleton was vibrating and resonating like a tuning fork. That has passed, which is good. So I can attempt to navigate my way home. So I'm now more in tune with the vibration of the universe. I have galactic beings on my side working with me. And I feel very fucking weird. But in a good way, I think. Yeah. Very fucking weird. Cool. Well, I look forward to see what tomorrow brings. I just want to sit here with you all. I have nothing to say, and I just want to... Just this weird level of peace. Alright, well, I won't force you to sit here with me for the next 10 hours. Alright, man. Be well. Hey, Andy Grant checking in. It is day 2 of Galactic Activation. Galactic Activation. I have been galactivated. That happened yesterday evening. Right now it's a lunch break for day 2, and we've been prepping to receive more tools and doing different things like the preparation involves toning different noises. Oh god, it's reminiscent of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, if that rings any bells for you. But preparation to receive tools, holding different positions for 15 minutes. The last one was rather difficult, and my arms are still kind of numb and sore and tingling all at the same time. I can speak a little bit better about how the activation itself and how yesterday was for me. It's really all about frequency and vibration and allowing more light into me as a light being, and connecting to galactic forces and frequencies and energies. And a lot of the information I received yesterday was really neat in that it's very in sync with things that I've already started, I'm in the process of, things I know I need to be doing. So that was really cool. And some of the different experiences I had yesterday, at one point, it felt like I was literally split in half, and the right side of my body, from skull, brain, the just right hemisphere of my brain, my entire body was just all tingling and really alive and vibrating, while the left side, I just didn't notice anything. It was like it was just numb. It was just like doing its own thing. It seemed like I was being split in two. Then a little later, only my left ear became super sensitive. It was like I was hearing everything, like every crack and breeze and just everything in the building and the environment was only coming through my left ear. As the different processes and rituals and energies were coming in throughout the afternoon. I think I tried to say this yesterday, but it felt like I had like a really weird nasal cold, that my head was just really under a lot of pressure, but it wasn't painful. So pressure's not even, yeah, I guess pressure's the right word. It felt like, again, I was going into deeper levels of being underwater, having more pressure, but also was inside of me somehow. It was like my bones, my skull was vibrating at this new frequency, so the pressure was coming in and going out from within me. But again, it wasn't painful at all. It just felt different. Felt like my head was out here sometimes. And then during the actual activation, all that energy finally just like dropped into my body. And during the last stages of meditation, it was, ugh, I don't know. It was all just in me. I'll just say it was as if my head had been this cork all this time, holding all this energy, and then it just flooded into my body. And yeah, I was just like dazed and out of it and felt otherworldly. Again, it's like being weightless in space and underwater and having a cold and a vibrating skeleton all at the same time. But in a very, very pleasant way to experience that. It may sound bizarre and weird, but it feels really good. Took me a while to kind of settle down and be able to drive home last night, but I just drove home in silence. I drove here in silence today, which is kind of unusual for me. Just didn't feel like having any music on, just chilling with whatever is. Had a great night's sleep, just like a rock, just out. And even some of the oracle cards I pulled this morning, I pull cards on a daily basis, and one I had this morning was all about my ability to connect to star beings, and that connecting to star beings, connecting to to aliens, to extraterrestrial life, however you want to refer to it, doesn't take away from connection to angels or to guides and masters and God. And it's been really cool. I'd never thought of, I never combined aliens and God, or somehow thinking that any other life forms off this planet also worship God. But that was kind of like a limiting belief I had. God was just about humans and Earth. But, God created everything. Everything includes whatever else is out there and in here and wherever you may be looking. But, so this afternoon we're going to receive tools to kind of use this new energy, this new frequency, this new ability to connect, for a greater connection to the universe itself, to all that is. And so that should be really cool. I'm excited for it. Anyway, I'll check in again when this is all over, if it's ever over. Maybe I'll forever be checking in because this is never all over. Cool. Bye. Whew. All right. Well, Galactic Activation is over, but that's not true, because actually this is just the beginning. I don't think this is ever over. If I try to share too much or describe anything, it's so out of context, it's just going to seem freaking so bizarre and weird that it'd be laughable. And if you follow anything I do, you must have some interest in the weird and laughable. And yeah, it's hard to call this a class. I'll just say this experience is one of the most fucking bizarrely hilarious, wonderful, weird, peaceful, loving things I've ever done. and I can't wait to see what else unfolds from this moment forward. This afternoon was a mix of chants and body positions and meditation. Some really reminded me of holotropic breathwork experience. It was very visual and lots of different hand movements and postures. And at one point, I just found myself it was like I was mixing the batter of the universe. I was mixing the batter of matter. Yeah. So it's like all new ingredients and all new recipes. And I don't know what I'm baking. So I look forward to opening the Galactic Oven and see what sort of creations, purpose, manifestations. I am so excited as to see how this continues to unfold. So if you have interest in the Galactic Activation, if you have interest in the Modern Mystery School, if you're near Boston like I am, check out healingboston.com. If you're anywhere else in the world, visit modernmysteryschool.com, I think, or Modern Mystery School int. Search Modern Mystery School, and you'll find whatever you're looking for. Awesome. I feel so good!